also scoring at the same time. And since I am scoring and attempting to learn names and doing commentary, I am not expecting this to be my best performance of all time, but I will absolutely do everything I can for this to be successful. I'll be back in a little bit here once the game gets started, but I wanted to make sure I was testing the audio and getting everything squared away as we get started. But I wanted to make sure I was testing. Sounds like it's good. Just confirm the audio on the live stream. So we should be set there. Looking forward again to sharing. If this is your first time joining, my name's Andrew. My daughter is Piper Khan, number 5 there in the white down by the net. So she's one of the names that I do know. I also know number 1, that is Maddie. As for the rest of the team, I am still learning names. Going around, though, looking at the roster to see how well I can do here. Let's see if I can find number 2. All right, we're not going to do this by the numbers I find, or that I can find while looking. We're going to do this by the numbers that I see. So, number 9 was just working with Piper there. That is Ryan Herzberger. I apologize if I'm slaughtering names. Up front, we got number 29 there. That's Kiki. Number 8. I do not have number 8 on my roster. There's a couple players that have 2 numbers, so I'm guessing she's one of them. Let me see if I can find the original. Looks like 8 and 18 are the same. So that is Ashley. So Ashley's wearing number 8 today. The app here doesn't really support both, so she's about to be number 818. Area I can remember. All right, I'm just going to, while we're waiting for the game to get started. On the team today, we have Maddie, who's player number 1, Cassidy, player 2, Leah, player 3, Cam, player 4, Piper, player 5, Samaya, player 6, Ryan, number 9, Sahidi, 11, Kylie, 14, Bryn, 17, Ashley, 8 or 18, Haley is 20, and Kiki is 29. As I mentioned, there are a few players that have multiple numbers depending on which uniform they're wearing. So Samaya is 6 and 16, Piper is 5 and 15. So I'm just going to go ahead and update my app here in my best attempt to remember that for the future. I use an app called Sideline HD for the streaming. It does allow parents, if you have an account, you can claim one of the children, and that allows you to download different clips and highlights. I don't know how well I'll be able to do that for this first game as I'm learning names, but later in the season, I'll actually be able to tag when they get an ace or a kill or a block, dig, any of the important kind of events. And the app will automatically create a clip for them. I'm told this is useful and good, especially if you have a child that you're hoping will be able to be picked up by a college recruiter or get a college scholarship for volleyball. Having that social presence, sharing the clips, it's an opportunity for them to really get out there and be visible. Minimally, it's good to be able to share with the coaches. So that's what we'll be going after today. I'll do my best again. But as I don't know the players, I have a feeling that I'm going to be more than a bit behind in my scoring. So I'll do the best I can, like I said. If at any time there are problems with the stream and you are following along, watching the event, please feel free to message my wife, Tiffany. She does have her phone. Later today, she'll be actually a line judge, so her ability to really even see those will be more challenging, but we'll do our best. The good news is Norcross High here does appear to have some pretty solid internet, so outside of usual technical problems that creep into life, we should be in pretty good shape. All right, again, South Forsyth High School War Eagles versus the Norcross High School Blue Devils. I'm going to go ahead and put myself on mute. I'll be back in a few minutes as I look forward to, well, having a great time. Folks, we are ready for kickoff. Sorry, wrong sport. We're ready for volleyball here at Norcross High School, home of the Blue Devils, who is our first opponent of the day. South Forsyth High School is in white, Norcross in dark blue. I will be doing my best today to keep track of our scores as well as our players and our rotations. We will see how my ability to keep up goes today. If you're new to volleyball, a little quick kind of recap of the rules. This is a best of 3, generally speaking. First to 25 wins each set. So this is the first set of the game. Piper waving to the camera, saying hello. Maddie sticking her tongue out. It is. All right, so up front, it looks like we have Haley, number 20, Cam, number 4, and Kiki, number 29. In the back row, we have Maddie, 1, Piper, 5, and Sahidi, 11. Again, South Forsyth is in white. Norcross is in the darker blue. First to 25 wins. Couple terminology things to learn. A ace, generally speaking, is when a team serves the ball and it is not properly handled by the other team. So this could mean they touch it, could mean they do not, but what it does mean is they never had control of it. A kill is when a player is up against the net, usually against the net, I guess you can be in the back row, hits the ball over and the opposing team is unable to handle it. Think about it like an ace, but not while serving. A dig is a dive where you're able to pull the ball out right before it hits the ground and save the day there. And a block is, well, a block. All right, in the back row, Leah, number 3, just substituted with Piper. This is a rotation changes to keep everybody in order. Looks like War Eagles will have the ball first with Sahiti serving. Each serve has to be approved by the ref. So you'll see the ref in kind of the bright blue going up on the stairs right now. He'll signal that it's okay to proceed, and the game will begin. Here we go. First serve is over. Norcross handles it. They send it up where it is blocked. And with a kill, number 20, Haley. Fantastic job by Haley there, getting up against the net. That is 1-0 War Eagles. Sahidi to go again. Good serve by Sahidi. Norcross handles it. Does not. So not technically an ace, but we are absolutely going to call it one. Sahidi with the ace to start this round here, number 11. Here we go again. Sahidi with the serve. Return, but unable to handle it. How high is that net, folks? Here's something you'll learn, as I will say. 1 was Maddie there. Number 3, Leah, competing the combinations there. Sahidi again. All right, number 2 on Norcross. To 6, pops it back to 2. 2 spikes it, but how high is that net? Too high. All right, it is 5-0 War Eagles right now. Next serve, a little long. Oh, but they do touch it off the back and therefore out of play. That ball is basically stuck up there, which means I don't think I can get to it. Might be able to. But we're bringing the substitute ball into the game. Gonna wander down here and see if that's locked or not. Zahidi getting ready to serve again, 6-0. There's the serve, way long though, but they touch it. That's good. Number 4 pops it to 11. 11 sends it back over where 3 is. 3 sends it to the middle. Number 11 Outside spike. Oh, unfortunately that net is too high. And unable to get it over, giving the Blue Devils their first point of the game. It's like I'd have to hop it to get it.
Yeah. We have to like after every week of practice because they get sick.
All right, here comes the serve from Norcross. Good serve, hits it to number 3, Leah. Leah pops it to Sahidi. Sahidi to Haley. Haley was able to send it over. Here we go again, 3 to 11, 11 to 20 again. Haley's there. We're gonna go for this again. There's the, oh, Maddie with a dive. Oh, good attempt by Maddie, but that's a second point. All right, 6 to 2. Three, Leah pops it up. Goes to 29, 11, flat foot spike, good spike, and gets the kill. All right, up front we have Maddie. Looks like Maddie, Haley, and Cam. Yep, Maddie, Haley, and Cam. Leah, Sahiti, and Kiki in the back row. Kiki getting ready to serve. Kiki, good serve. Popped up. Oh, they tip it right over, but 3's there. 11 pops it up. Maddie, good spike from the back. Here comes the return from Norcross. Norcross sends it right to number 3, Leah. Leah pops it to Sahidi. Sahidi. Oh, unfortunately, he sends it to Maddie, but Maddie was not able to get there. So while the ball did go over the net, you'll notice, well, you may be able to tell on the camera, you see the indicators there on the side, the red and white indicators. Those are part of the court. You can't send the ball behind that. So even if it landed indoors, you would not be able to count that. There's the serve. 3, Leah pops it up to Sahidi. Sahidi gives it to, ooh, that was a double touch, but they didn't call it to 20, Haley. But that's a War Eagles point, 8 to 3. All right, up front now we have Piper, Maddie, and it's like Haley. Cam is serving. Somewhere I got off again. See, I knew this was gonna be a problem, but we'll do my best. Norcross. Oh, how high is that net, folks? Too high. That's right. All right, got the roster squared away here. Up front, Piper, Maddie, Haley. In the back row, Sahidi, Kylie, and Leah. Leah is serving. Great serve from Leah. Here comes the return from Norcross. No return from Norcross. War Eagle point. All right, that is a timeout from the Norcross Blue Devils. Right now the score is 10 to 3. South looking really good out there. So this is a freshman tournament here at Norcross. You can see parts of the other game going. As you can tell, Forsyth County likes the colors blue and red, or excuse me, blue and white. And so all of their high schools have that color in one form or another. I'm unsure who the green is. I can't read it from here. I'm sure we'll play them later today. Our tournament as is this first game here at 8 o'clock, our next game at 9, and then the schedule varies based upon results at that point. All right, we're back from timeout. Leah still serving for South. Good serve by Leah. They are not able to handle that. That ball way out of the court. 11 to 3. South looking really good. Got some stylish shoes on South side. Piper Kahn rocking these blue flame looking ones. Very fantastic. Haley with some pink and green. There was a serve from Leah. Ball return from Norcross. They push it over barely. Multiple touch. Oh, but the call is a net touch by number 8 on Norcross. If you're new to volleyball, you may not be aware you cannot touch the net. You cannot cross that center line either. So even if you go up for a jump, if your foot lands on the wrong side, you lose the point. Leah again, looking good. Popped by Norcross. Number 1 sends it up from the back row. Number 4 calls it. Dig from, I don't know who that was. Piper sends it over the net. Number 14 pops it to 11. 11 to the outside, Maddie. Maddie sends it over and gets the kill. That was some great work there. Who was that 14 with the dig? Yeah, Kylie with the dig earlier. Absolute fantastic job. All right, so another thing about volleyball is part of teaching the girls a little bit of independence, standing up for themselves, becoming an adult, is only the captains are allowed to talk to the ref. So they can relay it back to their coach. The coach can tell the captain to talk, but the captain has to handle it. All right, Norcross 8 sends it back, and then 8 sends it over with a good spike. Piper and Haley go up for the block, but that net, folks, was too high. All right, Leah, who is also our libero, that's why she wears a different colored uniform. Oh, hard spike. Bounced off Haley's mouth, unfortunately, as it came off the net, but good hard hit. South taking defensive positions, getting ready for the Blue Devils serve, 14-4. Nice lazy serve, 14 handles it. Over to Leah, number 3. Oh, no communication between Maddie and Kylie, and that ball just drops right in between them. Both of them thought the other was going to get it. I think both called it, actually. Here comes the serve from number 11. Good clean serve. Good call. Kylie calls it. Sends it up to Sahidi. Sahidi over to Haley. Haley sends it over the net. Leah pops it to Sahidi. Sahidi sets it to Maddie. Maddie with a good spike and a kill! Maddie with a good kill and a good spike. All right, now the teams are sorting out their rotation. So the libero means they can play basically anywhere on the court. There are rules around where players can and can't be, what zones they can be in. Haley serves it. Cross court, handled by Norcross. Norcross number 1 sends it straight over to Leah. Leah gives it to Sahidi. Sahidi to Piper. Piper with the kill! Piper Khan with a kill to the backcourt. Looking good out there. I'm a little biased, of course, but still looking good. All right, your front row, Sahidi, Piper, Maddie. Your back row, Kylie, Leah, and Haley. Haley serves that, sends it over the net. All right, here comes the return from Norcross. No, under the net return from Norcross. That makes it 17-5. Haley to go again. Another good serve, this time to the other side of the court. Norcross pops it up. Oh, we had a call. Foot landed under the net. 18-5. So we are 18-5 here in the first set. Haley getting ready to serve again. Another good serve all the way to the back. 13, they do hit it. Number 1 pops it hard, heavy. Makes it over, Haley's there. Sahidi sends it forward. Piper calls for it and sends it over the net. Now it's Norcross's turn. Number 7 with the spike all the way back to 14. Leah, oh, Piper tried to get there. Unfortunately, the team, despite a good effort, not quite able to get that over the net. Double substitution. 20 going in for 6 and 11 going in for 8. So that means we should have Ashley coming in, number 8, and Samaya, number 6, coming in once the substitution is approved. Okay, substitution is approved now. Here comes the Blue Devils. There's the serve. Handled by 14. 14-6. 6 over. Good spike. I can't see a number 8, I think. 8 from their side. Hits it into the net. and that's too high. Yep, that was number 8, Ashley. Another substitution, 29 for 14. So Kylie and Kiki are substituting. That makes your front row right now Kiki, Ashley, and Piper. Leah, Samaya, and Maddie is your back row. Maddie serving. There's Maddie's serve. Good serve. Touched. Would have been a little long otherwise. Good return over the net. Maddie's right there, though. Maddie to number 6. 6 to 29. 29 with a kill. Who is 29? Kiki gets the kill. Good play. Coach Rachel giving Maddie some advice there. Maddie to serve again. Good serve by Maddie, right over the net. Number 5 pops it. It's going to get pushed over. Maddie, ooh, I didn't see what happened. Oh, touched the net is the call. Or got the, actually I can see the net moving now that I'm looking at it. So 21 to 6, War Eagles. Maddie gets to serve again. Good serve, Maddie going all the way. Unfortunately, too far. 21 to 7 right now. And we have a substitution. Maddie is being substituted out for 10. I don't have 10 on my roster. So I don't have 10 on. Let's see if I can find it. Give me a second here. I do not have 10 on my roster, so I don't know who that is. But ball is served. Number 3, Leah. Leah to Samaya. Samaya to Piper. Piper sends it over. Outside number 2 goes to push it. Piper with the block. Piper gets the block on the front row. All right. Piper Khan serving. There's Piper serve over the net. And gets the point. All right, well, trying to figure out who 10 is. I missed a substitution, I think. I did. So Cam, Kiki, and Ashley is your front row. Samaya, Piper, and who I'm trying to figure out who it is your back row. Piper gets the second serve. They send it over. Ashley's there. Ashley to number 6. Number 6, 29, hits it straight into the net. All right, Piper and Leah are substituting. I've asked my wife to see if she can figure out who number 10 is so I can get a name in my roster. Number 7 from Norcross getting ready. There's the serve. Right at number 8, Ashley. Ashley to Leah. Leah to number 4, Cam. Blue Devil point. It's 23 to 9 right now, folks. Still South's game. Lots of breathing room here. All right, number 7 serves again. Good long serve. Leah's there. Makes the right call. Number 10. Oh, unfortunately, 4 not quite able to get there. Good try, though. 23 to 10. All right, that's the last point we want to give away. Leah, number 3, to number 6, to Ashley, number 8. Good hit from Ashley. Number 7, all the way over. Number 2 is able to bring it in. Leah, to 6, to Cam on that one. Sends it over. Oh! Touch and out. So if you can see the corner ref, there's a touch. Meaning that, yes, it did go out. Unfortunately, they touched the ball. All right, here we go again with the Blue Devil, 23-11. There's the serve. Number 10. 10 pops it to Samaya. Samaya gives it to, I couldn't tell who, on 29, I think? Yep, Kiki. Unfortunately, Kiki, a little too strong. Sends it out the back of the court, 23 to 12. Next serve, number 10. Unfortunately, it goes over Samaya. She's not quite able to set it. 23-13. I'd say we've given up enough points at this point. Number 7 serves again. Leah's there. Leah pops it to Samaya. Samaya gives it to, not read the number, 20-something, 29, I'm guessing, Kiki. That's uh-oh, Blue Devils starting their comeback. Nice and hard. Leah and 10 are there. Samaya hits it, unfortunately hits it out. 23-15. Good strong serve. Leah's there, handles it easily though. Samaya over to Kiki. Kiki sends it over. Outside hitter number 2 sends it over the net. Number 10's there. 10-6, 6-4. 4 tries to push it over, but it gets blocked by number 11. Excuse me, blocked by number 11. He sends it back over. We've given up a lot of points in a row here now. 23-16. Number 10, 10-6. Not a great set, 6-29, but it is in play. Number 10, good recovery on that. 8 actually goes for the jump. Can't quite get it. Number 17, point 17 for the Blue Devils as they start to come back. Substitution time, number 10 for Maddie, number 1. 23-17. Here's the serve. Right at Maddie. Maddie pops it to 6. 6 sends it to Ashley, who tries to send it over. Ooh, not quite. We have a timeout, War Eagles. Not unexpected to have this timeout right here. This is a momentum breaker. Coach Rachel just telling them, calm down. You've got this. You can see her, well, you might be able to see her motions on the camera. Telling them, slow down, play fundamentals. You've got this. This is really about breaking momentum. Number 7 on Norcross has just been crushing those serves. Hopefully, and you'll find this in volleyball, a little bit of icing, as in freezing out your opponent's server, makes a huge difference. I have seen many games where just a timeout changes things so much that you can't even believe what it does. All right, South coming out of the timeout. It's 23-18. We're going to see if icing number 7 worked. Does she miss her serve here because she was sitting too long? No, but Maddie handles it. Maddie to Leah. Leah moves it forward. Number 6 sends it over the net. Good play. Ashley's ready for the block. That's a net and a play. War Eagles point. The timeout worked. That's what we want to see. A little bit of confusion right now on South side. Number 11 wanting the substitute in. Ashley should be serving from what I've got. All right. Ashley is substituting with Sahidi. And Samaya is substituting with Haley. I think the ref is a little upset that they should already be serving and that they delayed those timeouts to sort things out, or they delayed the substitution to sort out their rotation. Again, as I mentioned, captains talk to the ref talks to the captain. While, yes, it appears to slow things down, it is important, again, part of the development of what's going on here. Almost certainly arguing now over rotation. If you get the rotation wrong, it's an automatic point for the other team. You also would lose the serve. And right now, that would mean giving up what is potentially set point. All right, the official decision. Waiting to see what plays out here. All right, substitutions approved. That's good. That makes your front row Haley, Cam, and Kiki. Sahidi will be serving with Leah and Maddie in the back row. All right, so no penalty, no rotation violation, and set point right here. And it is not handled. Sahidi gets the ace to end what was becoming a very stressful set. War Eagles win 25-18. That's the end of your first set. All right, we'll have a brief break here while the teams get kind of a timeout, a chance to call, relax before we start our next set. A little stressful there, folks, I gotta say. Not the way I want to see that go. Right now, the ref teaching the line judges things to look for, perhaps some calls he thinks they might have missed, but he wasn't positive enough to overrule it or make a decision, things like that. The line judges here, if you followed the stream earlier, you know that in club volleyball, the line judges are the girls, again, part of that development. Here, there's not enough to go around at this freshman tournament, and so parents are volunteering in those roles. It's one parent from, effectively our side, one from theirs. In larger tournaments, there is one going over, I believe, at South Forsyth High School right now with the varsity program. Those will use the JV team to be the line judges. So again, it's similar on the development side, similar on the growth. It's just there's two tournaments going on this weekend and not enough teams to go around to make that happen. All right, after a very stressful first set there, South getting ready to take the field or take the court again. Let's see what we've got. Looks like Cam, Kiki, and Haley up front. Maddie, Sahidi, and Piper. That tells me Piper will get substituted for Leah as soon as the match starts. All right, Norcross coming back on the court, ready to play. Maddie and Piper, who've played the sport several times before, working on the rotation, trying to get the girls in the right order. Oh, this is a completely different rotation than earlier. That's all right. I can make the adjustments here. Give me just a second as I square away the roster here. All right, so it looks like up front we have Cam, Maddie, and Sahidi. Piper doing some coaching there, using her knowledge of playing volleyball to talk about how the rotation works. And your back row is Piper, Kiki, and Haley. If you're looking for numbers, 4 is Cam, Maddie is 1, Sahidi is 11, Piper is 5, Kiki is 29, and Haley is 20. The ref now validating both the players and if they're in the correct position for a valid roster configuration. And as expected, Piper and Leah substitute out, and the girls move into defensive positions. This means that Norcross will be serving first, the Blue Devils to start us off. So this is a freshman, these are freshman teams. For several of the girls on at least South, it's their first year ever playing volleyball. And so you have a mix of tenured players and you have a mix of very new players, intentionally designed that way by the coaching staff. All right, number 1 on Norcross is going to start us off. And set 2 is now underway. Sent right back over. All right, number 4, they pop it to number 11 in the middle. 11 middle hits it hard. One-handed save. Sends it over to 11. 11 puts it over the net. That was Sahidi. Here comes the return from number 2 on their outside. That goes right to 29. Maddie tries to get there. So it looks like Maddie originally was going to get into her spike position, but then realized that the setter wasn't going to make it in time and tried to pivot. Wasn't quite able to get there. Ooh, how high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, number 11, Sahidi is to serve. Up front, we have Maddie, Haley, and Cam. Kiki, Leah, and Sahidi in the back. Not able to handle that. Oh, that's a War Eagle point. 2-1, Sahidi. All right, here comes Sahidi again. Good serve in that side. Number 8 pops it. Outside set. That was going to be a problem. 3rd point for War Eagles. All right, here comes Sahidi again. Another good serve. Very consistent back corner. And that's an ace. Sahidi with, I believe, her 2nd ace of the game. All right, here we go. Good serve. This time middle of the court. They are able to handle it, but Sahidi's right there to number 3, Leah. Hard spiked. If it's in, it's in! Good call by both the parent and the line ref was like, or the primary ref affirmed the call. I thought it caught the court as well, so we're all aligned. Here comes Sahidi again. Good serve down the line. Out! Just a little wide. All right, 5-2. Norcross getting ready to serve. Number 2 for Norcross. Been their outside hitter most of the day. Good serve, but Leah's right there. Leah pops it to Sahidi. Sahidi to Haley. Haley sends it over. Here comes the return. Good spike, but out of bounds. War Eagle point. All right. So Maddie is serving. Sahidi and Lee in the back row. Kiki, Haley, and Cam up front. Good serve by Maddie. Very strong. Handled. Outside hitter number 8. Hits it, finds the hole, and does get a kill against us. That was a good, strong hit from, I believe that was number 3 on their side. Or number 8 on their side. All right, Blue Devils getting ready to serve. Score 6-3. Nice, easy serve, handled by 11. Sahidi. Sahidi to Leah. Leah to, I couldn't quite tell who that was. Kiki. Unfortunately, as I talked about a little earlier, while that ball did land inbounds, or would have been close, it was on the other side of the marker line. 10 just substituted in, but I missed who she substituted for. I'll update my roster in a second. All right, Kiki with a diving save. Number 11 with the kill, Sahidi. All right, 4 and 5 substituting. Good serve by Leah. Leah sends it over. It's going to be problems for Norcross. They're not able to handle it. 8 points for the War Eagles. All right, up front, you have Piper, Kiki, and Haley. And in the back, you have Sahidi, the one I still don't have a name for, and Leah. And Leah gets an ace as they are not able to handle that. I really do apologize to the parents of number 10. I hope to get a name and get this fixed before the next game at least. All right. There's the serve, getting returned. Piper goes in for the block. Unfortunately, doesn't push it over the net, and it drops in. All right, good news, folks. Number 10 is Ashley. Originally, her uniform numbers were 8 and 18, but I guess it is now 10 and 18. So I'll need to update my records later, but now we have a name. So that is Ashley in the middle court back there. Number 6 for Norcross to serve. All right, handled by Kiki. Kiki. Piper gets there in time. Long arms pushing it over. There comes the return. Leah's there. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi behind her to Haley. Haley not quite able to handle it. That's 9-6. All right, here we go again with the Blue Devils. 9-6. Much closer set this time. Nice, easy floater. Leah pops it up well. That goes to Sahidi. Sahidi sends it to Kiki. Kiki puts it over the net. Here comes the return from Norcross. Right in the hole. Nobody able to get there as Ashley went for it. Couldn't quite make it. It found the hole in front of her. Coach Rachel giving some coaching on who's supposed to cover that hole. That way it does not happen again. Here we go. All right, nice floating serve. Handled easily by Sahidi. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sahidi. That was Ashley to Sahidi. Oh, pro-link point. I thought there was too many touches there. But on the flip side, I thought maybe I was wrong. Turns out I wasn't. All right, we have a double substitution. Sahidi is substituting for Ryan. And Haley is not substituting after, maybe. Yes. Haley is substituting for Samaya. So your front row right now looks like you've got Ryan, Kiki, and Piper. And your back row is Samaya, Leah, and Ashley. All right, War Eagles, 10 points. Looking good. There's the serve. Norcross is going to send it back over. This time, Ashley's right there. Ashley to Leah. Leah moves it forward to Kiki, I believe. Yep. And Kiki gets the kill. They are not able to handle that. Slowly learning names here, folks. Ryan, Piper, Kiki up front. Ashley, Leah, Samaya in your back row. Samaya to serve. Good serve by Samaya over the net. Sent back over by Kiki. They return it. Leah's there. Leah pops it well to number 6. 6 to Kiki. Kiki with a good hit. This time Kiki's there again. Oh! Really challenging play that does get the Blue Devils a point. All right, here comes number 8. Blue Devil, good serve. Leah pops it well. In trouble, Ashley moves it forward. Ryan sends it over the net. Good play by the girls. Oh, that's going to be trouble for them. But they make it over. Piper sends it over. It gets pushed. Piper knocks it up. Out of range of anybody able to get there. 11-9. Coach Rachel giving some coaching. All right, number 8 again. Blue Devils starting to make some progress here. Leah's right there. This time it's to Samaya. Samaya to Piper. Piper with a good spike. Here comes Norcross with the return. Their outside hitter floats it. Samaya's there to Leah. Leah to Kiki. Kiki across court. Woo, lucky save by them. Piper pops it. Samaya to Piper, but Piper was on her back foot. Could not quite get up to get there. Looks like whatever coaching Coach Rachel has given Piper is the same twice in a row. All right, 11-10. Leah sends it back over the net. They're able to get there, though. Norcross pops it. Here's the third hit. This time to Ashley. Ashley to Samaya. Samaya not quite able to handle it. Out of bounds. That makes it a brand new game, folks. 11-11, Blue Devils to serve. Good hard serve. Leah, oh, Leah gets there. I think that one should have probably been let go. That gives an ace. All right, number 8 to serve again. Out. Woo! Good call by South letting that go. Now, in fairness, number 8's been floating that back line basically all game today. So it's a good substitute or good call to say, let's see what happens when we let one of these go. All right, Maddie and Ashley are substituting. That makes your front row Maddie, Ryan, and Piper. Your back row is Leah, Samaya, and Kiki. Kiki to serve. Good float serve right over the net. Norcross going to return from the middle. Hits it hard. Kiki's there. Over to Samaya. Samaya to Kiki. Kiki tries so hard to get that over the back bump. Not able to make it happen, though. Gives Blue Devils 13. This is a stressful set. 12 for War Eagles, 13 for Blue Devils. Number 7 serves. Right at Ryan. Ooh, gets the ace. All right, here comes the serve. Leah's right there. Leah to Samaya. Samaya over to Maddie. Maddie with a good cross-court spike. Blue Devils handle it. They're going to return that. Comes right over. Piper calls it. Samaya. Samaya back to Piper. Piper with a cross-court spike. Oh, a net call to give the War Eagles the point. Woo! That was way more stressful than it should have been. All right, Piper to serve. Piper serves, good serve. Number 2 handles it. No, that's it. All right, Piper gets that one. 9-1, and looks like 4 is up front. So Cam's in. I missed a substitution earlier. There's the ball. All right, here comes the return. They go for the block, can't get there. Pro-link point. All right, Piper to serve again. War Eagles have taken the lead. Good serve by Piper, and that's an ace. A-C-E, ace. That, ladies and gentlemen, necessitates a Blue Devil timeout, as they'll now hope to ice Piper a little bit. They're also going to hope to break the momentum. They had the momentum in their favor at the start of this game, but it has now started to turn, and so the hope is this timeout will help recenter them. Meanwhile, Coach Rachel is telling the team to stick with that fundamental. That approach has been working for them when they stay calm and do the basics. Looks like a little bit of make sure you're talking to each other. Keep your attention on the court, aka not me. All right, Piper gets to serve with the timeout over. Will she have been iced out? Norcross prepares for the return. Cleared to serve. Did not work in terms of icing Piper out. Oh, they're able to send it back over. Oh, they find the hole behind Cam and in front of Piper. 16-15. Piper and Leah will now substitute. All right, double substitution on the Norcross side. All right, your front row looks like it is Samaya, Ryan, and I think that's Cam. And your back is Maddie, Kylie, and Leah. Ryan to Maddie. Maddie to Samaya, who's not quite able to handle it. And that ties this game back up for a brand new game again. Blue Devils 16, War Eagles 16. Here comes the Blue Devils serve. Well hit. Number 4, Cam takes it. Called in the back row. Returned over by Samaya, number 6. Here comes the Norcross, outside hitter. Right back at Cam. Cam over to Ryan. Flat-footed, but from the middle, Cam did a good job. Here we go again. Hard hit return. 6 to Leah. Leah to Samaya. Samaya sends it back over. We got a good volley going here. And that's it. War Eagles get the point. Good volley, good effort by the girls. Way to just crush that. We have some substitutions. Ryan is substituting for Sahidi. And Samaya is substituting for Haley. So Sahidi will be serving. Your front row is Maddie, Cam, and Haley. Your back row is Kylie, Leah, and Sahidi. Sahidi got that serve. Over the net, pushed over. Sahidi dives, gets the save. Great play by her on that with the one-armed hit. That was more of a push than a hit, but it's all right. Oh, good effort by the War Eagles. I am not sure that hit from the Blue Devils should have counted because that was much more of a push than a hit. All right, here we go again. 17-17. Number 2 serves. Good serve from number 2. 11 popped it after 14 dug it. 14 tried, couldn't quite get there. Good effort by Kylie, number 14. But that makes it 18 for the Blue Devils. Second one. Leah makes the decision to hit it. Probably a good call. Leah, good hit, flat-footed. That was well hit by her. All right, here we go again. Number 1 attempts to send it over. I'm not sure what happened there, and either is her coach. Either is she, actually. All of them are like, I don't know what that was. All right, Maddie is serving. Sahidi and Leah in the back up front. Looks like we have Kylie, Haley, and Cam, maybe? No, I think that's Kiki. All right, Maddie with the serve. Good, hard serve. Handled by Norcross. Norcross pops it. Center hitter's going to hit it. But how high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, I was right. It's Kiki, Haley, and Cam up front. Maddie again. Good, strong serve from Maddie. Right over the net. Center hitter hits it. This time able to handle it. Maddie rightfully watches it go by her for a 20th War Eagle point. All right. Maddie cleared the serve. That was going to be an ace. Maddie with a corner ace. The Norcross girls a little upset by their dad, one of their dads calling that in, but it was very clearly in. So agree with the call there, even if it didn't benefit us. All right, another timeout as the girls and coaches, or as the coaches try to keep the girls finishing this off or preventing the finish, depending which coach is talking. Meanwhile, I got to tell you, the other game over there seems to have been pretty even as well, but there's a lot more talking, a lot more yelling, a lot more communication on the other side of the court. All right, Norcross ending their timeout back on the court. South hoping to finish this one off behind the serves of Maddie. Kiki, Haley, Cam up front. Leah, Sahidi in the middle. Maddie with a good serve. And another ace. (22-18). Can Maddie put the team on her back and finish it off? There's a serve. This time handled. They're going to their outside hitter. Outside hitter pushes it over, but it's blocked. Returned by Haley. Number 20 getting the point. Great job by Haley right there at the net. Maddie, another good serve. Pop to their middle hitter. Middle hitter hits it. Leah dives, gets the dig. 11 to Maddie. Maddie, oh, unfortunately outside. Blue double point. Ashley substituting for Maddie. 23-19. Number 11 for Norcross to serve. There's your serve. Right there's Ashley, who slips and falls, but still gets it over. This time, there's a little bit of net. Leah. Oh, unfortunately, the net was a little too high for Leah. But good job on the flat foot attempt. Ashley looks like she's okay after the slip and fall. Parents cheering the War Eagles on. Ashley and Leah not talking to each other gives an ace away to the Blue Devils. 23-21. Number 11 with another serve. This time, Sahidi hits it and gives an ace to the Blue Devils. 23-22. All right, this is a timeout called by South. This timeout is almost certainly about trying to get the girls to take a minute and get out of their own heads. Multiple of them were getting frustrated about the way they were playing right there, the way the ball was bouncing. Just overall, they were visibly unhappy. And so I would imagine this conversation is all about, get out of your head. You got this. You're still ahead. It's 23-22. Go win it. Yep. South is already ready and already back out there. Number 11 to serve for Norcross. We're going to hope for an easy point right here. Maybe that net's a little too high, or maybe the ball goes a little too far. Net's not too high. Leah's there. Leah to Kiki. Kiki pops it to Sahidi. Sahidi sends it over. Good call by Sahidi. Third hit. Ashley dives, saves it. Sahidi tells where she's going. And getting the kill is Kiki, number 29. Good communication on where that ball was going, where it was intended for. All right, set point and match point. There's the serve from Leah. They're able to handle it. 11, Sahidi. Sahidi to Ashley. Ashley to Sahidi, who tries. Can't quite get there. 24-23. All right, Piper's in on the front row. Then we have Sahidi and Haley. Your back row is Leah, Ashley, and Kiki. So 5 Piper, 11 Sahidi, 20 Haley, 3 Leah, Ashley, 10 Kiki, 29. Number 5 to serve, all the pressure on her. Nice, easy float serve. Leah's there. Leah pops it to Sahidi. Sahidi gives it to Haley, who sent it over, and they can't handle it. That ends set 2, end the match. South walks away with the win. Extremely exciting, long game, and we will be back, folks, for our next set here in just a little bit.